Just outside of Las Vegas, 20 minutes southwest of town, is the Bronco Offroadeo, a driving event for owners of Ford Broncos, and in this case, Ford Bronco Raptors. There's a half dozen of these or so across the country. The one here in Las Vegas is special because it's the only one specifically for the Bronco Raptor, and they have a really neat experience. I just wrapped it up. Let me tell you a little bit about what my day was like at the Bronco Offroadeo. I'm in South Vegas, driving to the Offroadeo. It's currently 90 degrees. The high today will get up to 105. I got a Ford Explorer as the rental car. I got it last night at like almost midnight, and the guy in Nashville, he's like, "Hey, I've got this Grand Wagoneer. Feel free to take it." And yeah, I don't think it's cool showing up at the Ford event in a Jeep. So I went ahead and got the Explorer, and this is my first time driving one of these newer ones. It's pretty nice. It's pretty quick, EcoBoost, all that. So not my jam, but 3 rows, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It is a decent drive though. Like, it is 7:30 in the morning, still a little bit of shadow here. The sun had poked up a little while ago. It's pretty, not desolate, but pretty. All right, just got here. Need to go check in, but check this out. Does it get more fun than that? It's gonna be awesome. The Bronco Offroadeo isn't the only thing to have been here. This location was previously a Boy Scout camp, and before that, it was a silver and lead mine. You can still see signs of it today.
So the cool thing with the trail control versus trying to manage this with the brakes yourself is because it's tied into the ABS system slightly, well not slightly, it is, it'll adjust the wheel and braking pressure on all 4 wheels independently. So like right there in that instance, one tire starts to lose traction, it'll compensate by adding brakes to the other 3 to still manage the... Wants to go, not quite enough, we'll stop. Are we going to use front locker or rear locker? Rear. We always want to revert to rear first. Bigger ring and pinion, solid axle, makes more sense. So let's hit that 3rd button over. All right, let me get back in position here. So turn just a little driver, and then ease out of the brake. Little driver, real slow. Keep it as is, little driver. Now this is going to be real critical here. Slight throttle just to get up and over. Hold. Little bit of driver. And it's a little bit further forward. Keep coming. And a little bit more. And keep coming, another 6 inches. A little more. Stop. We're up in the air a little bit. Recently we've lowered our tire pressure, so it's not quite as hiked up as they used to be. But it doesn't feel too bad in the truck, right? No. And your tires a couple foot off the ground. Now this next portion, this is where the ground clearance is extremely critical. Due to the wheelbase of the truck and the length of the obstacle here, his front tire is going to hit the low point before his rear tire starts to elevate. So if he drops off this too quickly and the truck compresses the suspension, he's absolutely going to hit the chassis off these rocks. So turn the wheel slight passenger for me. Then just real slow here, let it start creeping forward. A little slower. Little slower, you're almost back on the ground. Little driver, real slow here. This is where it's gonna matter. All right, all 4 tires are back on the ground. Keep coming. There you go, that's perfect. Keep that speed just like so. There you go, made it.
All right, on the Raptor Ridge, just went through a couple obstacles, not super hard, just a couple ledges and stuff. Mostly it's just like, it's traffic. It's like going real slow as everybody gets walked through this. So it's a little bit of like bumper to bumper. All right, we just left lunch, headed to the Raptor Valley. to do some higher speed driving. It is a 45-minute drive on a dirt road. Nothing crazy, but it is dusty. Lunch was great. Had a catered lunch, salad, chicken, vegetables, but most importantly, the chocolate chip cookies. The chocolate chip cookie was awesome. I might have had two. I thought this was kind of cool. There's a little bit of a washboard here, but if you look closely, you might be able to see the axle of the vehicle in front of me and just how much that's moving on the washboard and how smooth the rig is. That's why the Bronco is way more comfortable off-road than a Jeep. It just absorbs this so easily, so smoothly, and then you can just drive faster, get where you're going, more relaxed. It's awesome. Wow. This valley is awesome. It is just so pretty here. All right, so this rig I'm driving is a 2025 Bronco Raptor. It is 1 year newer than mine. The thing that's most interesting to me, if you listen carefully, you hear the squeaking? The squeaking that comes from the hardtop? I've got that too. Now, I thought that my squeaking was because I've got a roof rack and a rooftop tent, and I may have driven it off-road with the tent on top like an idiot. And I thought, oh my gosh, now I've got this horrible squeak. But it's nice to know that this 2025 with 1,500, now albeit all off-road miles, right, has similar squeaks. So it's not just mine, it's just the way it is, and that's just part of the experience. Otherwise, I mean, this is the quote-unquote base Raptor, but there's nothing base about it. Like, you get so much from the factory. It's not like you're shortchanged for any features and functions. It's just a couple of minor choices, so it's awesome. All right, so one other thing that's different in the 2025 Bronco is this right here. Now, so this is where your phone goes. This is, I don't know, change, junk, whatever. In mine, it's just flat, this direction, and you can still put your phone there, but it's just not as good. This works really well. Trail control set to 1 mile an hour, which is as slow as can be. But it makes this hill, which is 17 degrees down, 18 degrees down, like it's nothing. Like I'm literally no feet, one hand, couple fingers, like totally a non-event. And of course you can go a lot steeper than that. All right, we're about to go do the jump. And look, like here's just a random mine in the middle of this place. It used to be a mine, and then it was a quarry, and now it's this. All right, about to do the jump. So they made us put on the helmets, and we're in Baja mode, and it looks pretty uneventful. Right, we'll see how this jump is.
You gotta be real off-road on you. All right, Brian, it's off. And Bill. throttle, more throttle, all the throttle, all the throttle, all the throttle. Lift. There you go. Beautiful. Throttle here, get you the shell. Awesome job, man. Good job.
Awesome. I think I let off a little bit at the last second. So I'm like, this time I'm determined, like,
This is the time
not gonna let off.
Fix those little things.
Right?
Things in your head.
Good. Cool.
Squeeze it down. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Full throttle, 100%. On the floor. Hold it down. Hold it down. Hold it down. Lock. Very good.
All right, so I just finished the jump. We're about to go do the Ultra 4 inspired circuit. So we'll see what that's like. The jump was a blast. So for the jump, you get in Baja, you put it in manual, you get in second gear, and you just get on it. You get on it, you know, all the way through until you catch air, and then you come off the gas, no brakes in the air. But it's like this car in second gear, flooring it. It's going fast. It's legit. The first run, I might have let off slightly at the end, but the second one, I definitely got on it. Felt really good about it. Like, I wish I could see how much air I caught, but it felt really good.
But yeah, when you're ready, man, let's finish strong
It's
here.
crazy just how light it gets.
Isn't it? For a 6,000 pound truck, it moves. Half that brake pressure. Let's ride that berm. Good. Yeah, there you go. Unwind and go. Just a little lift, a little gas. Now lift and slow turn in, because it's gonna want to slide on you. No brakes, you're good.
That's a lot of slide.
Yeah, you're good. But again, we have the space to allow it to slide. So as long as we turn in, we got time. Speed's good. Off the gas, no brake. Perfect. Now here to the right, get much higher in the banking. Stay right, stay right. Yeah, now off, turn in. Perfect. Clean. Stay wide here, wait for it. That's a way better line. And you feel just rotate the truck too, right? There's no fight. Nice little tight right, and the long left. So again, lots of time. Just kind of feather that gas. A little more, a little more, a little more. More. Unwind. Keep playing, more gas. More. No brakes. Your speed's good. Accelerate through it, you're right on. Good. Looking for that rock face. Keep your eyes moving. Brush your brakes just to settle it. That's good. Around that red cone. Good line. Turn in, tighter. Gas. Light brakes, more left, more. Gas, finish strong. Hard brakes, slow way down, then we'll pull in line with these guys on the right. Nice job.
Nice. That was a lot of fun.
Good. That's what it should be.
That's a lot of fun.
That is what it should be.
All right, we are leaving the Raptor Valley. You see kind of the convoy of everybody. What a great time. This was really a lot of fun. You know, it was a lot of just kind of puttering around in some ways until we got out to the Raptor Valley. But between the jumping and the that kind of Ultra 4 course, like that's what makes it fun. That's what the Raptor's all about. All right, so we are leaving the Raptor Valley right now. It was a blast. You know, I mean, I've been having fun with all this. Okay, I know I complained a little earlier that we were driving slow, and the first trail was very slow. If you've ever been on a Jeep trail ride with a club with, you know, 20, 30 people, and they go so slow, it's kind of like that, right? But then you get out here and you do Raptor things, doing the jump right? Doing that Ultra 4 course, that was a blast. That was so much fun, and absolutely worth the price of admission to drive, you know, not your own, but somebody else's car that fast on a course, you know, with no concerns about other traffic, safety, going off, whatever. That's what this is all about. That's why the Bronco Raptor is so amazing. That's why it's so much, I'll say better, right, than the solid axle competition, right? You can have a lot of fun doing rock crawling in a solid axle vehicle and do all kinds of crazy shit, right? But if you want to go out there and haul ass around a dirt road, there's nothing better. Not from the factory, and even if you tried to build it yourself, right? It would take a lot of effort, a lot of money to get close to what you get out of the box with the Bronco Raptor. This is why I have one. This is why I become such a huge fan of Ford and such a huge fan of these types of events, of, you know, getting out here, supporting the community. Ford does an amazing job really supporting enthusiasts, and I appreciate it. All right, this is not a sign you see every day. Check this out. Warning, aerial shooting. Apparently, somewhere up there, you can go and fly on a helicopter and shoot from, oh, there it is. There's a helicopter. What's impressive to me about the jump is that these cars do it, you know, 2 or 3 times a day, 2 days a week, right? So 6 times a week, let's say, right? Every week. That's a lot. Any car can go over a jump once, right? But to do it that many times, it is really impressive what these vehicles can do. That they can do that time after time like it's no big deal. This event is free, right, for people who bought a Bronco Raptor. I say free in air quotes because it's really included, right? It's not free. you bought a car for a shitload of money, but it's a lot of fun. It's a great excuse. You come out, have a weekend in Las Vegas, but you know, just to get out here, get outside your comfort zone. You know, there's plenty of people out there that are experienced off-roaders who are going to come out and say, oh, well, you know, I didn't maybe learn much about rock crawling or, you know, general trails. And like for me, being relatively experienced, that's kind of how I felt about the first part of the day on the slower trails. But doing Raptor things, driving fast around the track, jumping it, right? Knowing that it's not my car and I paid for the insurance waiver, right? And that they're not going to put you in a situation where you're going to be out of depth or out of the capabilities of the car. That's a really comfortable place to otherwise get outside of your comfort zone and to really get after it. And it's just a blast. You know, they're not cheap, but they're awfully fun. It's the most fun you can have in a car with your clothes on, like full stop. Totally worth the price of admission. And when I say worth the price of admission, I don't mean the few $100 in the registration fee and the insurance waiver. I mean of the Bronco Raptor. It is a lot of money. It really is. But you know what? It's 2025. All cars are a lot of money. A Toyota Camry is a lot of money. Like, they're all expensive. Is it worth $90,000? Okay, well now that you can get one for $70, it's absolutely worth $70,000. Was it worth $90,000 a couple of years ago when the world was different? Yeah, it was. It is. It's crazy expensive, right? But it does everything so well. It is so much fun. You know, it is a everyday car and a weekend car all in one. So if you think of it compared to the price of 2 vehicles, right, there's your girl math that makes it worthwhile. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're just cruising along a slow speed in a convoy, It's just nice to be out here. It's so beautiful.
We're gonna head through the gate. Speed limit on property is 15 miles an hour. Again, everybody's taking kind of slow. We're gonna go all the way back up. Park we're exactly in the same spot we parked for lunch.